Uh, from the MCQs. A train began a journey from a station and traveled 60 kilometers in the time 20 minutes. What is the average speed? We already know that the average speed is equals to total distance upon total time. So the total distance is 60 kilometers. But in answer, they want to know about in seconds. And they provide the time in minutes, 20 minutes. Then convert minute into seconds. Then 20 multiply with a 60. So it will be
1,200.
1200. So
Yeah.
and they want to know the distance in meter. Convert to 60 into meter. Then 60 multiplied then it's 60,000. 60,000 divided by 1200. 20 cut with 20.
Yeah.
Then 600 divided by 12. How much the value?
60 divided by 12.
60,000 divided by 1200.
5.
5. It's mean 5 centimeter.
5 meters. 5 meters. 5 meter per second.
5 meter per second mean the second one is good. Okay, now come to the next. They are saying that the runner take part in a race. The graph shows how the speed of the each runner change with the time. Runner 1 and runner 2. The speed time graph, gradient of the speed time graph is acceleration. We already know that. The gradient of speed time graph is acceleration. Mean the runner 1, the gradient of the runner 1 is constant. Mean they constantly accelerate. They constantly accelerate. And runner 2 have decreasing acceleration. The acceleration is decreasing. Because the curve is there. So they say, what does the graph shows about the runner at time t? At time t. Mean at time t, they cross each other. They cross each other because the speed of the both of speed is same that time. Both of them, the speed is same that time. So both runner are move at the same speed. Yes. Or that time they run at the same speed. And runner 1 has 0 acceleration. No. Runner 1 is overtaking runner 2. No. Runner 2 is slowing down. No. At time t, the graph shows both runner at move at the same speed that time.
Okay, what do you mean by overtaking?
Overtaking mean overtake कर रहे हैं, mean एक दूसरे से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, going forward. Okay, now come to sir class में आपको बात करता हूँ. Okay, now come to the point. Next question is question number 3. This graph shows how the speed of a van change with time for part of its journey. In which label section is the van deaccelerating? Speed time graph is there?
Yes, speed time graph.
Okay. At this point, the object is accelerating. At this, the acceleration is 0. At this, the deacceleration is formed. At this, the acceleration is formed. And this, again, the
0.
Speed constant. What about the C?
C, it's speed is 0. Speed is 0.
Speed is 0 mean?
Like the
Object at rest.
Object stationary. It's object
at rest. It's mean the decreasing rate is only at B.
B.
Deaccelerate at B.
After D, the straight line, horizontal line, acceleration is 0, yeah?
Yeah, because speed is constant. At A and after D, the speed is constant.
At part C, what is acceleration? 0? Part C.
Speed is 0. The speed is 0. There is acceleration is also zero because speed is zero. But that time the body at rest, na, then there is no acceleration. We are not saying that the acceleration is zero. We are saying that the body at rest. Okay. Question number 4. A large stone is dropped from a bridge into a river. Air resistance can be ignored. Air resistance can be ignored. Resistance जो है वो ignored होगी. Which rows describe the acceleration and the speed of the stone its fall? Jab up to down, when the body is coming from up to down, we discuss in the terminal velocity. When the body is coming up to down, then the acceleration of the body is decreasing. But when we have the air resistance, when we have the air resistance, but air resistance can be negligible, then the acceleration is constant that time. Constant. But the velocity is also constant? No, increasing. Because the acceleration is constant. No? If the acceleration is constant, if the velocity is constant, then the acceleration will be zero. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, okay. Velocity is increasing and the acceleration is constant. So, about the acceleration is constant in part A and part B. Part C and part D is leaved. Part A and part B. In part A, the velocity is also constant, so it's leaved. Part B is correct because acceleration is constant and speed is increasing. Okay, now come to the question number 5. In question number 5, they are asking about a car travel along a straight road. The speed time graph for this journey is shown, during which label part of the journey is the resultant force on the car is zero. The resultant force on the car is zero. It's mean the object, when the resultant force will be zero, that time object has two conditions. Number 1, it's stay in rest, or number 2, it's move with the constant speed. It's mean they want to know where is constant speed in the graph, because they want to they already told us the resultant force will be zero. So when the resultant force will be the zero, तो ऑब्जेक्ट की दो कंडीशन होती है. नंबर 1, ऑब्जेक्ट एट रेस्ट होता है, और नंबर 2, ऑब्जेक्ट मूव विद द कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी होता है. वेलोसिटी होता है, दोनों हो सकते हैं, स्पीड या वेलोसिटी. सो वेयर इज स्पीड इज कांस्टेंट इन द ग्राफ? A. Not A, B. A, we have speed is increasing here. Then it's
oh yeah, I forgot that. Speed time graph, acceleration time graph are kind of like same, because sometimes I forget which is the graph type.
Yeah. Important thing, look at your y coordinate. What is the y coordinate? If it's speed, then the graph shows acceleration. And if acceleration, then the gradient doesn't mean. If it is distance, then the gradient is speed or velocity.
Okay.
Okay, now come to the next question, number 6. In question number 6, they are asking about an object move at the constant speed for some time, then begin to accelerate. For first, the speed is constant and then accelerator. It's mean first constant. Constant mean distance time graph. All the graphs are distance time. It's mean if the we have a distance time, that time the gradient will be constant. Firstly, the gradient will be constant.
Constant.
In A graph, what about this? It is parallel to the x-axis. The gradient will be
constant.
What is here?
Gradient is speed.
No. What is the gradient? Speed is equals to what's the value of the gradient in this graph at this point? Zero.
Zero. Yeah.
At that point also zero. And where not? It's mean here we have 0, 0. So A and B are cancel out, because they want to know the acceleration. The speed is constant first. It's mean this is the constant speed here. After that, they accelerate. Accelerate means speed is increasing. Speed is increasing. Like this curve. Mean the C part is correct. In the D part, from the start till end, the speed is increasing. There is no constant speed. in part D.
Okay.
Clear the point or want to clear again?
No, point is clear.
Okay, now come to the question number 7. A car travel at a constant speed of 60 km per hour for 15 minutes. How far car will travel? Want to know about the distance. Distance in the kilometers. So first convert 15 minutes into hours. 15 divided by 60. What is the value of hours?
15 divided by 60, 0.25.
0.25. Now 60 is equals to D upon 0.25. Now shift to the other 60 multiplied by 0.25 is equals to distance. Then 60 multiplied by 0.25.
15.
It's again 15. So the
Yes.
is correct.
Okay.
Okay. In next part, in the next question, in question number 8, a ball is dropped from a tabletop. The air resistance may be ignored. If the air resistance is ignored, then the velocity is increasing and acceleration is
Decreasing.
constant.
Oh, okay.
The same like the previous one. Then the B part is correct. Come to the question number 9. The diagram shows the speed time graph for a car. What is the X region shows?
The X region shows the distance.
Distance covered when the speed is uniform. When the speed is increasing, the acceleration is uniform. And the Y region shows the speed is constant. When the speed is constant, that time it's covered the distance. What they are saying, which area represents the distance traveled while the car is accelerating? Which area shows when the car is accelerating?
The car accelerated X.
X. At X, the car is accelerating. At Y, the car speed is constant.
Yeah. And acceleration is 0. Why?
Now come to the question number 10. Two distance time graphs and two speed time graphs are shown. Which graph represent an object that is at rest? Want to know about the rest object? Rest object means distance will be 0 or speed will be 0. Distance will be 0 or speed will be 0. In distance, we already know that the speed time graph, gradient time graph is, what is the gradient of the speed time graph? It's
Acceleration.
It's mean the speed time, this speed time graph shows the acceleration is constant and this shows the speed is constant. It's mean C and D have no rest for the object. Come to the A.
So it's B.
In A, the distance time graph, gradient of the distance time graph is speed. It's mean in the A, the speed is constant here, and in the B, the speed is 0 here. So the body at rest at B.
Yeah.
Okay, now come to the next one. Okay, read the question carefully.
11. A geologist compares the volumes of 3 rocks, X, Y, and Z. 3 measuring cylinders contain different volumes of water. He places each rock into one of the measuring cylinders. The diagram shows the measuring cylinder before and after the rock is put in. Are put in. Which row shows the volumes of X and Y and Z in order from largest to smallest?
Largest to smallest, meaning according to the volume. According to the
Volume.
Then how we calculate the volume?
We subtract like the after results with the before
After
results.
from the before. Meaning X 70 minus 20, it's 50. And Y is 78 minus 27.
27, yeah.
And in Z 79 minus 33. Then you make the order here from largest to smallest. Subtract it, hurry up.
Yeah, I'm subtracting it. The second one, what is the value for the after result?
For which?
The second y.
The Y is 78 minus 27.
78 minus 20 seconds.
Yeah, 27.
27. Oh, okay. And the last one?
The last one is 79 minus 33.
Okay. First, Z has this. No. Sorry. First, Y. Y has 51 centimeter cubed. Okay. Then X comes because it has 50 centimeter cubed, and then Z comes. It has 46 centimeter cubed.
Okay, it's mean the option B.
Yeah.
Okay, come to the 12th. A car move with a constant speed and then constant acceleration. Constant speed mean if we have the speed time graph, then initially the line is parallel to the x-axis. In option, which graph shows the speed time graph of the in A, the speed is increased,
Accelerating.
then constant. But he says the speed first constant, then accelerate. In this graph, the object is at rest and then accelerate. In C graph, the object, the speed is constant, accelerate. It means C is correct.
Hmm.
What about the 13? 13 says, what does the area under the speed time graph represent?
Distance traveled.
Distance traveled. Now the question number 14. A car travel 100 kilometer. The journey take 2 hours. 100 kilometer cover in 2 hours. The highest speed of the car is 80 kilometer per hour. And the lower speed is 40 kilometer per hour. What is the average speed of the journey? Average speed of the journey mean to add these two, 80 plus 40 divided by 2. Because when we
80 plus 40.
average, when we calculate the average, then we basically we calculate the means. Means means sum of data divided by number of data. The average sum of data divided by number of data.
Okay.
So
The answer is C.
answer C. Okay. Yeah, answer C is correct. Sometime the student here they have to total distance upon total time. They mention total distance upon total time. Then 100 divided by 2 hours, then it will be 50 kilometer per hour. But it's wrong answer because they provide two speeds here. They provide two speeds here. Then if they provide two speeds here, then add the speed and divide it by 2. Maybe they provide 3 or 4 speeds. For example, initially the speed is 80, then it's come to 40, then it's come to 30, and again it's come to 100. Then what is the average speed? Then add all the speeds divided by number of speeds. Okay, now the next question is, the speed time graph shows the motion of the car. From P to Q, the object is
Accelerating.
accelerating. And Q to R, the object is
Constant speed.
constant speed. It's mean option A.
A.
The diagram shows the distance time graph on of an object. The gradient of the distance time graph is
Speed. Distance time graph speed.
this graph shows the speed is constant. Then the
Yeah.
option is correct. It's moving at the constant speed. Our tenth plane hit a ball hard and 0.40 seconds. Here the from a wall. then क्या किया उसने? A tennis ball hit the ball and heard 0.40 second later the echo from the wall. The speed of the sound is 330 meters per second. How far wall is the air from the wall?
330 divided by 0.40.
No.
No, I mean, sorry, 330 multiplied by 0.40.
No.
How no? We're getting the distance.
Wait. Echo sound mean the object travel here and after here. It's mean it's covered 2 time distance. It's covered 2 time distance. Mean this time is for the 2 times. Time is for covering the distance 2 times. So for the echo sound, we have speed is equals to 2d upon t. For echo sounds only. When you have the echo sound, that time we put same formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. But in the echo sound, it's covered 2 time distance. Na? पहले वो जाएगा फिर वापस आएगा. Then it's covering 2 time distance. So that's why I put 2d here. Then 330 multiplied by 0.40 divided by 2.